In this lecture, we will try to understand arrays. We will try to understand arrays in Java programming language. Before understanding arrays in Java programming language, let me explain or let me compare arrays in arrays of Java programming language with arrays in C programming language. Let me take one simple program. This is one simple program in C programming language. What it says, void main, which indicates beginning of your C program, open flower bracket, which indicates beginning of your main function, int a equal to 2. What does it mean? Int a equal to 2 means internally a memory location will be created with name a, where this number 2 will get stored. Initially what happens in that memory location, this number 2 will get stored. This one is assignment operator. Assignment operator means right side value will get stored on left side variable. Now again we are saying a equal 4. What does it mean? If I say a equal 4, this number 2 will be overwritten by 4. This number 2 will be replaced by 4. Now if I print in C language, print %d comma a means what output I will get? I will get number 4 as output. Here what's happening? Initially I am storing number 2 in A, then I am storing number 4. In that case what happens? This number 2 is overwritten by 4. This A is known as ordinary variable. This A is known as ordinary variable. What is ordinary variable? This variable cannot hold. This variable cannot hold more than one value. More than one value at a time. It cannot hold more than one value at a time. What does it mean? If you want to store both these values means if I want to store 2, 4 in variable A, I cannot store, isn't it? If I am trying to store 4 in A, that previous value will be overwritten by 4. There may be occasions, there may be situations where I have to store both of these values. I have to store both these values. I need a variable. I need a variable which can store. I need a variable which can store multiple values. Which can store multiple values. Multiple values in the sense more than one value. Here I have a difficulty. This A cannot store more than one value. If I am trying to store A with 4, that previous value 2 will be overwritten by 4. What does it mean? Ordinary variables cannot hold more than one value at a time. I need a variable which can store multiple values. Multiple values in the sense more than one value. If I want to store 2, 4, I cannot store. So that in order to address this problem, in order to store more than one value at a time, I need a variable known as array variable. Let me write array in C programming language so that I will compare this array in Java programming language. Syntax in the context of C programming language, what is my syntax? Data type space array name size. What does it mean? For example, data type means we already learned int data type in Java programming language. Let me say array name. If I want to say A, otherwise let me say 3. Size let me say 5. Int 3 of 5 means internally what happens? An array will be created. 3 of, let me say for simplicity, let me say 5. Int 3 of 5 means internally how many locations will it create? This location name is 3 of 0. This is 3 of 0 location. In similar manner, this is 3 of 1. This is 3 of 2. This is 3 of 3. Again, my last location is 3 of 4. In this particular locations, I can store only integer values. If I say something like char space Preeti, let me say Preeti, my array name is Preeti, let me say 5. What happens? Internally, it will create an array with name Preeti. My first location is Preeti of 0. This one is Preeti of 0, isn't it? In similar manner, this is Preeti of 1, Preeti of 2, Preeti of 3. This is Preeti of 4, where I can store only characters. Here I can only store characters. Here I can only store characters. What is the reason? What is the reason? I am declaring this data type as char, whereas here I am declaring as an integer. Therefore, I can store only integers. This is about C language. Let me say something about our Java programming language. How arrays, one can create arrays in the context of Java programming language. Just see, this is simple and straightforward program. What it says, just see, this class name is class name is arrays Sri Preeti. Sri Preeti is my class name. We know the meaning of public static void main string args. How can I declare arrays? This is a procedure to declare array. Int is data type, this square bracket. Next I must write here array name. This instead of ARR, if you want you can write Sri Kiran. If you want you can write Preeti. If you want Vivek, if you want you can write Kukatpalli. If you want you can write Australia. Whichever name you want you can write. This is simply array name. Variable name can be anything, isn't it? This is the syntax. Of course, this square bracket you can keep this square bracket here also. Instead of keeping square bracket, int space, you can write ARR of square bracket. It also works. Anyway, we will try to understand. Just see, this is what it says. Just try to observe this one carefully. What is the meaning? Declares an array of integers. I am declaring this array. Not if I declare, it's not enough. What I have to do? I must allocate memory. How can I allocate memory? How can I allocate memory? How can I allocate memory? Yes. How can I allocate memory? This is a procedure. ARR. What is my ARR? ARR is array name. New. I will discuss about what is new in future classes. Int is data type. 5 is size. Allocating memory for 5 integers. For how many integers here am I allocating memory? This is part of syntax. Anyway, in my next lecture also, I will explain about this one. Time being, just understand. Int means data type, square bracket, ARR. In the place of ARR, whichever name you want, you can write. This is the procedure for declaring arrays in Java programming language. This is the procedure. This is syntax for creating, for allocating memory for declared array. Here, declared array is ARR. Initializing means here what happens? Internally, an array will be created. With which memory locations? As its size is 5, my first memory location is ARR0, my second memory location is ARR1, third is ARR2, fourth is like that, ARR0 to ARR4 you will get, isn't it? In ARR0 I am keeping number 10. In ARR1, initializing, just see, I am initializing. Initializing means initially I am keeping values. If you want to take values from keyboard, if you want to read from user, you can always do it. But here just I am initializing. In ARR0 I am keeping 10. As its integer type array, I can keep 10. In similar manner, in ARR1 I am keeping number 20. In ARR2 number 30. ARR3 number 40. ARR4 number 50. Means what is the size of our array? As I told you, array size is 5. 5 means it will internally create locations from ARR0 to ARR4. In what type of array it is? It is integer type array. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 are integers. Just I am storing 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Till now, I have not discussed this for loop. I will discuss for loop in my next classes. Just time being, understand. Int I equal 0, I less than ARR dot length. What is ARR dot length? What is the size of this ARR? This size is 5. ARR dot length means 5. Size, it will return size of that particular array. I equal to 0. 0 less than 5, correct. What it displays? Element at index. Just it will display which elements it will display. Just see this one. What is which element I am displaying first? ARR of I. ARR of I means what? I means 0. What is my ARR of 0? 10. It will display element and at index 0. ARR of 0 means that is 10. In similar manner, it will go back. In this for loop body, you have only one statement. This system dot out dot println. Only you have only one this only you have this particular statement only. Otherwise, let me keep like this. Just yes. Just let me say like this. Now you may have it may be clear. This is in the body of for loop. This particular system, we know what's the meaning of system dot out dot println. What it says, I equal 0, element at index. This one is message. As I told you in my previous classes many times, elements at index is a message for which I am appending I. This is variable. It's not message. I is a variable. What is, how do you know whether it is variable or message? As it is not included in double quotes, it's a variable. What is I0? Element at index 0 for which I am appending colon. For which I am appending ARR of I. ARR of I means what? ARR of 0. What is my ARR of 0? My ARR of 0 is 10. Now I will go back. This I will get incremented by 1. I plus plus means what? 1. 1 less than ARR of dot length. What is size of this array? 5. 1 less than 5, correct. ARR 1. Which one is ARR 1? 20. In similar manner, this for loop will get executed till I reaches 4. 4 less than 5. ARR dot length means 5. 4 less than 5, correct. ARR of 4 means 50. It will display elements starting from 10 to 50. How it works, we will try to understand. Just let me go to command prompt. What is this? Let me clear the screen. Where we stored our programs, I created a folder Java 1.2. Here only I stored. Let me compile this program. What is my program name? Let me say my program name JAVAC. Just let me check this program name. My class name is, what is my class name? Is array Sri Preeti. Array Sri Preeti means what? That is my class name. Of course, this is file name also. Let me copy here. Just see this one. Yes, .java. Let me compile this. I am compiling. After compiling, what you have to do? You have to execute this program. How will you execute? It's simple and straightforward, which we discussed in previous classes. JAVA means Java interpreter. Space my what is the file name? Array Sri Preeti. Just see, that's what it displays. Element at index 0, that is 10. Element at index 1, 20. Element at index 2, 30. Element at index 3, 40. Element at index 4 is 50. That's what we were discussing, isn't it? Now, anyway, what we were discussing, we discussed the need of array variable. There is a drawback where we have a drawback. We have drawback in ordinary variable. In order to overcome that particular drawback, they designed array variable, isn't it? Array variable is a variable which can have multiple values. Let me discuss same concept. With one more example. Just see, this program is simple and straightforward. This is my class creation and assignment. Here I am not following naming conventions. We were discussing about naming conventions. What are those naming conventions? If you speak strictly, how many words are there? Creation is one word, end is another word, assignment is another word. In the class name, each word must start with capital letters. That is convention. If you want, you can follow. Otherwise also it's okay. But built-in classes, predefined classes followed these conventions. Yes. Anyway, we know this meaning. We know the meaning of public static void main. Here, for example, if you compare this with C programming language, double is a data type. How can I declare? Double space data type space rate array name size 3. This is C programming. I am explaining about C programming language. In the context of C programming language, what happens internally? An array will be created. My first location is rate of 0. What is my second location? Rate of 1. What is my third location? Rate of 2. Isn't it? Why? Because its size is 3. But this is about C programming language. Double means I can store 10.5, 13.47, 19.12, something like that. But in the case of Java programming language, how one can I do it? This one is data type. Data type. Here what am I doing? Here I am declaring variable. I am declaring array variable. Also creating. declaring and creating. I am declaring and creating. Which one I am declaring and creating? I am declaring and creating array variable. I am doing both the tasks at a time, isn't it? That's the syntax. Just see, double is data type, rate is array name, square bracket, new data type size. What is the syntax in Java programming language for declaring as well as creating? Let me write data type space array name, square bracket, new data type size. This is the syntax for declaring as well as creating. Just see, data type means what is my data type? Double. What is my array name? I am keeping rate. Here if you want you can keep Sri Kiran, if you want you can keep Preeti, if you want you can keep Kukatpalli, Vivekanand Nagar, whichever name you want you can keep. Yes, here new, I will discuss about this new keyword. Again, new data type, just see, double is a data type, size is 3. Here we have this particular new. This new I will discuss. Give me after few classes we will try to understand what is new. Time being, just understand this is a part of syntax. This particular syntax is useful for declaring as well as creating an array variable. Internally it will create 3 memory locations: rate 0, rate 1, rate 2. Rate of 0 I will store 20.5, rate of 1 30.75, rate of 2 45.25. That's what it says, isn't it? What it says, system.out.println. This one is message. What is this message? It is in double quotes. Just observe double quotes. If I say something in double quotes, it will display as it is. Let me show the output once. What it says, just observe carefully what output you are getting. Number of elements. Just see, where do we have? Just see this one. Number of elements are. Just see, this is message. Number of elements are. For which plus means I am appending. Which one am I appending? Rate dot length. What is my rate? Rate is array name. Array name dot length means size. What is the size of this array? 3. Therefore, this will be 3. Therefore, in output screen, what will it display? Number of elements are. I am appending rate dot length. This is an array of size 3. Dot length means I will get 3. In similar manner, what about my next statement? This I already discussed so many times. We recorded 2 lectures on system.out.println, isn't it? I need not repeat it again and again. Just see, again, second element in rate array is. It will display same message. Second element in rate array is. Same message. Plus means appending rate of 1. What is my rate of 1? 30.75. Is it not 30.75? Yes. Now, what happens here? Just see here. System.out.println elements are. Just see, elements are. Println means after displaying this message, cursor will go to the next line. Here I have cursor now. Now what happens? What will it print? Just see, this is for loop. I will discuss about these loops. Time being, just understand like this. I equal 0. 0 less than rate dot length. What is rate dot length? 3. 0 less than 3. True. If it is true, this particular body will get executed. This is for loop body. This is for loop body, isn't it? Of course, this is class beginning. This one is class ending. This is main beginning. This is main ending. As I told you, in the case of Java programming language, each piece of code I must write inside the class. That's why I'm keeping everything inside the class. As I told you, what is my I? I value is 0. 0 less than rate dot length. Rate dot length means size of this rate array is 3. 0 less than 3. Correct. System.out.print. I am not keeping ln here, not print ln. Just here print only I am keeping. After printing rate of I. Rate of I means rate of 0. What is my rate of 0? 20.5. But even I am not keeping ln, but cursor will move to the next line. What is the reason? I am appending \n. In C programming language, \n means cursor will move to the next line. Even in the context of Java programming language also, \n means cursor will move to the next line only. Now I will come here. Again I++. Previous value of I is 0. I++ means 1. 1 less than rate dot length is 3. I equal to 1. Rate of 1. What is my rate of 1? 30.75. Again \n means cursor will move to the next line. Again I will go back. Previous value of I is 1. I++ means 2. 2 less than rate dot length means 3, 2 less than 3, I equal to rate of 2. What is rate of 2? 45.25. Again, I will go back and I will get incremented by 1. I equal 3, 3 less than rate dot length, 3 less than 3 false. This for loop will be terminated. I will come out of this for loop. Therefore, you will come out of this entire main, then again I will come out this particular class. This is simple and straightforward program. What is the difference between this program and previous program? In this program, I am declaring array and creating array at the same time, at a time, same time, simultaneously. But in the previous program, first we declared array variable, then we allocated memory for that array variable by using new, isn't it? Let me discuss one more simple program. What it says here, just observe this carefully. This is again class space class name array initialization, public static void main. We know the meaning of this one. Anyway, I will demonstrate this one. This one, what it says, int, it's a data type, price is array name. Here I must not mention size. You should not. Don't mention size. Don't mention size. If you mention size, it will generate an error. Anyway, in demonstration, we will check. In the context of C programming language, this is optional. Optional means if you are interested, you can mention the size in the C language. If you don't want to mention size, it also works. But whereas in the case of Java programming language, you should not mention size. If you mention size, it will generate an error. You should not mention size. Whereas in the context of C programming language, if you want, you can mention size. Otherwise also it works. What happens? This particular location is, I am initializing array. This particular location is price of 0. This particular location is price of 1. This particular location is price of 2. Isn't it? Just I am initializing. System.out.println, number of elements are, this one is message. Just see, I am keeping in double quotes. Price.length. In my previous program, we were saying that rate.length. I will discuss about this length. Time being, just understand. Price is my array name. Array name dot length means it will return size. What is the size? 1, 2, 3. How many elements? There are 3 elements. Therefore, in output screen, what will it display? Just see what it says. Just see what it says. Number of elements are 3. Why? Because price dot length is 3. System.out.println, second element in price is. Therefore, it will display second element in price is. This is price of 1. This is price 0. This is price of 1. Price of 1 is 30. As it is this for loop. What we were discussing about in previous lecture also. What it says, I equal to 0. 0 less than price dot length. Dot length means size. 0 less than 3. Correct. This is price 0. Price of 0. What is my price of 0? It will display 20. Just see. After that, I am appending some space. If you want to increase this space, just give gap, more gap in between double quotes. Isn't it? Just I am giving some space. That's why I am getting space here. Just see. Later, just I will get incremented by 1. Now I will become 1. 1 less than price dot length. That is price dot length is 3. Price of 1. What is my price of 1? 30. It will get display 30. Again, I will go back. I equal to 2 less than 3. Correct. This is price of 2. What is my price of 2? 45. Again, I will go back. I plus plus. I equal to 3 now. Your 3 less than 3 false. For false means for loop will get terminated. Isn't it? This is simple and straightforward program. Here, let me demonstrate this program. How can I demonstrate? Just see. What is my program name here? I think it is array initialization. Just let me go to command prompt. Let me check this array initialization. Just see. I think there are 2 programs, isn't it? Let me say JAVAC. Yes. Let me copy that program name. What is my program name? Yes, I think I must open this one. Let me say this is array initialization. This is my class name. Of course, my program name is also same. Therefore, let me say like this. Yes, .java. Okay. Let me say like this. This is .java. Yes, I am compiling this one. JAVAC space array initialization data. .java. Let me run this program. How can I run this program? JAVA. Yes, JAVA space array initialization. Just see output. That's what I am saying. Number of elements are 3. Second element in price is 30. I am displaying these elements. I think there is one more program. What is that? That name is creation. I think it's creation and assignment. Just here we are creating an array. Of course, we are assigning elements. How can I run this one? It is also simple and straightforward program. Let me clear the screen. Now let me say JAVAC Java C. Yes, what is this? Creation and assignment Java. Let me say .java. Yes, .java, and let me run this program. How can I run this program? It is simple and straightforward, which we discussed many times. Let me run this program. Same output. That's what we discussed. Number of elements are 3. Second element in rate array is 30.75. Elements are 20.5, 30.5, 30.75, 45.25. This is simple and straightforward lecture. Intention of this lecture is straightforward. You can understand need for creating an array variable, and how can I declare an array variable. After declaring, how can I create memory for declared array variable. Even you can perform both the things at a time. You can declare as well as you can create an array variable. Also you can initialize array variable. This is simple and straightforward lecture. Just go through this lecture once. If you have any difficulty, please keep a comment. Thank you very much.